So today is September 8th, 2025, 4 o'clock p.m. And this is the Beautification and Public Art Commission meeting. And first thing we're going to do is call it to order. So then item B, roll call. J. Michael Cruz, not here. Commissioner McGrath.
Present.
Commissioner Rulon.
Present.
Commissioner Trevelby. Present. Commissioner Edelman Heath.
Present.
And I, Carmen McCord, Chair, and Present. We have a quorum. Good job, guys. Woo-hoo. Item C, upcoming events. Please look at flagstaff365.com for upcoming events in music, culture, art, and sciences. And number 2, we've got the BIA Grantee and Utility Cabinet Artist Celebration on Thursday, September 11th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. Coconino Center for the Arts. Be great to see folks there. And then number 3, the October BPAC meeting will be held at the same time as the retreat. The date is October 24th. There will be a continental breakfast at 8:30 a.m. and the regular meeting will begin at 9 o'clock a.m. and the retreat at 9:45 a.m. The location will be at Moonshot, same as last year, and a calendar appointment has been sent to those that are attending. And then item D, public participation. Do we have any public participation today?
No, we have had I've had no requests by 3 p.m. today.
Okay. And then item E, approval of minutes. Did everybody have a chance to review the approval of minutes, and would anybody like to make a motion to approve? I will make a motion to approve. Sorry.
I will second.
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any abstaining?
I wasn't there for the entire meeting.
Okay. And anybody against approval? Motion carries. And item F, announcements. So announcement 1, staff.
Yes, on October 24th, we will welcome Meredith Curley to the Beautification and Public Art Commission. She was appointed by council on August 26th. And she has served on one of our selection panels for the Utility Cabinet Art Reps. I know she resides in the Fox Glen area. But we'll save, more detailed introductions for when she is present. She's currently undergoing the orientation process and looks forward to joining us in October.
Awesome. And then item 2, staff announcement for Route 66 ADOT fence design.
Okay, Annalisa, I need your help to bring up the presentation. It's just a brief show and tell. Just want to tell you that this is just a little aspect of, projects that we have going on in the kind of beautification landscaping, realm. When we did Fanning and Route 66, that landscape project about 1.5 or 2 years ago, Morning Dew is part of it, included these shields on the foot fences, and you might recall them. And as we've been trying to spruce up Route 66 for the centennial next year, we've been adding these shields onto other foot fences that are along, again, just to kind of keep things spruced up. Now, we came along, next slide. I don't know if it's going forward, but it's not going forward for me yet. Is it going forward for you?
Yes.
Okay, is there a black fence showing?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. There, now it finally clicked. There's just a little delay. I'm all the way over in California, so it was taking its sweet time. So this is this is an ADOT fence, and it's not a foot fence. And this fence is actually in gross disrepair. There's, things missing. It needs to be painted. And as part of just beautification of Route 66 overall, we undertook to spruce it up and do painting and replace the broken rungs and all that. And then there's another fence just like this as part of our other landscaping project at Ponderosa and Route 66. But we looked at those kind of rusted shields and we didn't really think that they fit well on this black fence. We thought, adding that kind of that rusted shield that we had designed for the other fences wouldn't work. So I just wanted to show you what we came up with as an alternate design. Well, first of all, next slide. It shows the kind of locations. This culvert of the of this ADOT fence is also really close to Ponderosa in Route 66, where there's another, ADOT fence, and the two circles show the two locations. So they're kind of, near each other. And so I'm going to show you kind of the overall design look that we're going for. There are going to be probably adjustments to this because we have to make sure it's, meets all the readability from the roadway and a lot of other criteria first. But if you go on to the next one. And so this is going to be kind of the look for the, for the black, the Route 66 kind of shield for the black fence. And so we just wanted to show you what was going to go up and out there as part of our just sprucing up and cleaning up Route 66 for next year. That's all I have.
And then staff announcement, design tweaks for the Rohrabacher mural, BIA funded Rohrabacher mural. And Corey?
Yes, so this is Joe's doing a mural on Easy Music Pro. And it's the tree with the moon and then that musical notation. And she sent me this nice long email keeping me up to date on how the mural is going. And she, had made some minor tweaks to the design that she had presented to you guys. So she's doing a really great job in keeping us informed. And can we see the image, Annalisa? Thank you. So she added the musical staff, which wasn't there before. It was just the notes. And she has asked for feedback regarding the inclusion of leaves. In her original application, the design had little heart-shaped leaves that were floating around. And she's wondering if she, should include them, if they should be those original heart-shaped leaves, or she was thinking about possibly doing oak leaves and wanted to get your guys' feedback.
And she already has oak leaves on there.
Oh, okay.
Because I happened to do a public art tour with the kids from Summit High School last week, and the leaves are already on it.
Okay.
Oak leaves.
Do you think, okay, I was gonna say, do you want me to go back to the artist or?
No, she was incredibly sweet and she was really engaging with the
Great.
Summit kids and a real excellent representation of the program. And it looks fantastic.
Good, great, okay.
I'm just leaving it up to the artist's discretion.
Yeah, okay, I'll make sure that we communicate that to her. All right, and then the other announcement I have is about the refurbishment of Motion, the sculpture at the airport. We received 2 proposals, and one of them proposes doing the work on site rather than shipping it out to a studio to be worked on. And we had our selection panel meeting. Scores are still being calculated by the selection panelists. We've also asked for feedback from the airport if they have any issues with potentially having the work be done on site, because we hadn't necessarily considered that before. So that's still all being worked out, and that's where we are with that one.
And then item 5, commissioner announcements, BIA grant funded event responses from Artemis DeZora, First Friday, and that was Audra Travelby, staff and commissioners who attended. Anybody has anything they'd like to share about the event?
I happened to run into a city council member who used to be a member of this commission. And he was extremely pleased to see that BIA grants are expanding into a wider variety of kinds of art and beautification. He was really pleased to see a combination of performance and visual arts and everything. I thought it was an excellent exhibit, well curated. And the performances were also delightful.
We were all over the moon about it. I would estimate we had over 200 people come. The reach of having 25 visual artists, 9 performance artists, plus the fire boy, that was 5 of them, plus Danielle doing the Star Talk. I just, how many different people in the arts community were involved and got to showcase their talent to the community was just really, really awesome. And I've been involved in the arts community here for a long time, and I think this is the first time I've ever seen so many artists look so happy. We're all just really happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Anybody else? Great. And item G, action items. So item 1, G1, recommend approval approvals for the multicultural county park sculpture exhibition. Year 3. Can you believe we're in year 3? Oh, that's amazing. It feels like we just did year 2 selection.
Okay, so yes, I am here today to provide an overview on the recommended artists and alternate artists for the 2026-2027 Multicultural County Park Sculpture Exhibition at the Elizabeth Lissy Archuleta County Park in partnership with Coconino County. So today I'll provide a brief overview of the outreach, the historical background and site overview, the criteria used by the selection panelists for scoring artists, and who served on the selection panel. And then finally, we'll conclude by viewing the finalist images as well as the alternate images. So this is a summary of the outreach that we did for this year. As in previous years, we did targeted emails to our e-subscribers, as well as over 100 organizations, galleries, sculpture programs, artists, and colleagues throughout the Valley and regionally as well. We promoted the opportunity on social media platforms, including the City of Flagstaff's and Creative Flagstaff's. And then we also had email inclusions by nonprofit organizations, as we had previously in Northern Arizona and regionally. And then finally, we always submit listings to national, regional, and national online entities. So CodaWorks, Arizona Commission on the Arts, Arizona Foundation for Southern Arizona, and then the City of Albuquerque, which is an amazing resource and shares out all of our opportunities with their artists, which we greatly appreciate. So as all of you know, this site has a very rich cultural history, and this information that we see here was shared out to artists in the call to artists. It is home to one of Flagstaff's first sawmills. It attracted a very diverse workforce, including Indigenous, Mexican, African American, Swedish, and Polish families. It today still has a very strong tie to the Southside Community Center, Southside neighborhood, and it is enjoyed by individuals and families of the nearby Coconino County Juvenile Court and Coconino County Detention Facility, who have shared with us previously that being enveloped in nature and art is very soothing, it's very healing. And of course, all of the recreational and environmental opportunities at Archuleta County Park are enjoyed by both Flagstaff residents and visitors year-round. I know all of you are familiar with this location, but we'll review the sculpture walk here. So The sculpture walk features 5 sculpture pads, and they are identified in yellow. And then examples of the sculpture pads are below with the artworks installed on them. And then this is the project vision, and it's twofold. So as in previous years, we are seeking proposals for this annual outdoor exhibition. It is unveiled, this particular iteration will be unveiled in May of 2026, and it will be on view through March 15th of 2027. Sculptures may be existing or newly created artworks. Throughout the duration of the exhibition, the artist retains ownership of their artworks. They are simply loaning them to us for the year. One cool fact is that all of the artworks on display can be for sale if the artists are so inclined. And we'll speak about criteria in a little bit, but just a reminder that all artworks on exhibit must be suitable for Flagstaff's high desert climate. So the second part of this project vision is that this project has a vision, and it's had a very strong vision since its inception. All of the artworks on display reflect a variety of cultural expressions and representation, including Indigenous, Black, and Latinx art. Artworks can advance perspectives and narratives in a variety of ways. We leave this up to the artists, although we do provide a few guidelines in the call to artists, which you see here, or items of inspiration, I should say, as you see here. Our hope, and I think what we've seen in year 1 and year 2, is that each of the artworks on display prompts conversation, curiosity, and connection. And we're very excited for year 3. This will continue to solidify the park as a public art venue in northern Arizona. So this is the project budget, and each of the artists delineated the expenses that you see below in their proposals. And the payment to the artist for the loan of the newly commissioned or existing artwork is up to $23,000. And this includes all costs, which you see below. Something that is new this year is that for the first time, the artists are not responsible for the installation or deinstallation of their artworks. That will actually be done by the city of Flagstaff, utilizing a contracted vendor, which we're very excited about. Here is the evaluation criteria that the selection panelists used when reviewing all of the proposals. So the first evaluation criteria is worth 30 points. Again, it's for the suitability and durability of the artwork in Flagstaff's high desert climate. So it has to be able to withstand the intense sun. It has to be able to withstand our monsoon season and, of course, the snow. That is worth 30 points. And then there are 30 points for originality, visual aesthetic, and quality of the artwork and artistic merit. So essentially here, selection panelists were looking for fresh artwork, unique perspectives, stories that haven't been told previously. And the aesthetic quality of the artwork essentially comes down to, does it look good? How does the style resonate with selection panelists? How does the design resonate? And then really the artistic merit can be broken down into the creative expression by the artist. So, you know, is the artwork creative? Again, is it unique? Does it stand on its own? Will it grab the attention of park visitors? Will it grab the attention of Flagstaff residents? And then finally, 40 points for how well the proposed 3D artwork functions with other selected artworks. So a reminder that the artworks don't have to match, but they do have to work together to tell a story. So the selection panel here was evaluating on how well those stories might be told, how well the artwork enhances the site in which it resides, And this particular criteria is for free. A very special thank you to our selection panelists this year. They had to review all of the proposals, which were very detailed. They attended a 3-hour and 10-minute meeting. Thank you. But then they spent time after that reviewing all of the proposals again and scoring them accordingly. So special thanks to Vice Chair Cruz and Commissioner Travelby. Special thank you to Shirley Francis from the Indigenous Commission. Manny is here today. Special thank you to Manny Hernandez, who represents the Commission on Diversity Awareness. And then the City of Flagstaff's, that is an error, she's now an administrator of Indigenous Initiatives, Rose Tohi. And then from the from Coconino County, Sarah House, Ruth Eaton, Diana Kudiai, and Jean Marie Riak. You should know how to pronounce that. My apologies if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. So again, special thank you to all of our selection panelists. This is our estimated schedule. So the call to artists went live at the end of June. The submission deadline was August 1st. The selection panel review was August 12th. And today we are presenting the finalists and alternates for you to review and approve. We're hoping to have contracts to all of the artists by the end of September, and by October 25th, a notification to proceed. And then sculpture installation will occur between May 1st and May 11th of 2026, with a tentative opening of May 16th. And then, as stated previously, the exhibition will be deinstalled between March 15th and 31st of 2027. So congratulations to our 5 finalists. We have 4 new artists this year and 1 returning artist. And we will see their proposals now. So I'm going to be using notes. I do not have these memorized yet. I'm also wearing 1 contact, so bear with me. Okay. So first up, we have Nathaniel Patterson. Nathaniel is a new artist to the exhibition. He is proposing Vital Grain, which is an 8-foot monolithic sculpture crafted from sustainably harvested Arizona ash and finished to withstand outdoor conditions. Its flowing negative spaces evoke abstract leaves or flames, representing the ongoing cycle of life. It is designed to enrich moments of reflection in natural settings. The piece can stand alone as a striking landmark or complement a curated art trail, inviting gentle touch, while its upright form draws a thoughtful focus. It stands approximately 8 feet in height, 2 feet in width, and 12 inches deep. And it weighs between 200 and 250 pounds. I've also included the installation details here, but we're just focused on the artwork itself. Here is the artist's budget. And this is the proposed artwork. And since Commissioner Travelby participated on the selection panel, Commissioner Travelby, anytime you want to jump in with thoughts or commentary, please feel free to do so. Okay, next we have Joe Ray. Joe is a returning artist. Joe's proposal is a sculpture entitled The Observer or Observador, and it's part of his time traveling ancient series where pre-Columbian deities travel to the 21st century to explore the Chicano and Latinx bicultural experience. This sculpture shows a Mesoamerican figure gazing through a telescope drawn to Flagstaff's rich astronomical heritage and dark sky preservation. It aims to inspire curiosity about cultural astronomy, honor ancestral wisdom, and foster connection and pride with the local Latino community while inviting all visitors to engage with a blend of ancient and contemporary themes in a shared space. It stands approximately 5.5 feet tall and 5.5 feet wide, and it is between 300 and 400 pounds. This is the artist's budget. Here are a few examples, excuse me, of the artist's past work. This one is currently on display at the exhibition. Here is the observer. And I just want to add here that the tripod legs of the telescope are serpents that form a pyramid when seen side by side. The legs are connected to the telescope beneath a series of 5 rounded shapes, which represent the combined rattles of the snakes. To the Maya, as with other pre-Columbian people, the serpent symbolized a powerful connection between the earth and the spiritual. Next, we have Angela Iodelli, and Angela is also a new artist. The artist writes that the sculpture she proposes honors the beauty, resilience, and cultural legacy of African women's hairstyles. She's inspired by traditional Bantu knots, braiding, beading, and threading. And this artwork symbolizes identity, lineage, and community belonging. By translating these intricate forms into steel, the piece transforms a living tradition into a lasting public tribute to Black beauty and African heritage. So this is entitled Ori, the Head We Honor. It stands approximately 7 feet tall and 4 feet wide, and it will weigh between 100 and 200 pounds. This is the artist's budget. There are a few examples of Angela's past work. This, of course, being from one of our traffic signal cabinet calls to artists. And this is Angela's proposed artwork. Next up, we have Robert Barnum. Robert is also a new artist. So Robert is proposing an artwork entitled Mosaic. It is a 3-figure sculpture installation featuring stylized representations of a male, female, and a young person or child. When viewed straight on, one human being family is portrayed. Its color symbolically represents the diversity of all people across race, identity, and belief systems. The sculpture aims to be a powerful and uplifting public artwork that celebrates equality, inclusion, and the richness of human identity. Mosaic will stand approximately 12 feet in height, and it will be 2 feet in depth. It'll weigh between 1,200 and 1,500 pounds. This is the artist's budget.
I don't know, artist fee.
Yeah.
There very well could be an artist fee,
I don't know.
but I don't know if I delineated that or not. I'll go back and look. And this is Mosaic. And our last finalist is Pamela Ambrosio, and Pamela is also a new artist. And her artwork pays tribute, pays homage to Indigenous women. It will stand approximately, windswept woman, excuse me, will stand approximately 8 feet tall, 3 feet wide, and 12 inches in depth. And it will weigh approximately 90 pounds. And this is the artist's budget. Okay, not that one, sorry, it's an error. This is the artist's budget. And this is the proposed artwork. And then we have 2 alternates. Martin Moreno and Michael Dunton. Martin is proposing a sculpture entitled Las Comadres. His artistic approach prioritizes learning and reflects community's history, values, and aspirations. As a Latino artist from a migrant family, he aims to center often underrepresented voices in his artwork. Las Comadres features 3 abstract female figures representing Native, Black, and Latino women gathered around a central sphere which symbolizes Earth, embodying a diverse cultural perspective in dialogue. The sculpture would stand approximately 45 inches in height, 25 inches in width, and 34 inches in depth. It would be approximately 900 pounds. This is the budget the artist provided. Here are examples of Martin's previous artworks. And this is Las Comadres. And this is a mock-up. And then our second alternate is Michael Dunton. And Michael is proposing an artwork, an existing artwork entitled Nebula. It is the second piece in the Artist Celestial series, and this is a collection that explores the connection between light, energy, and the cosmos through illuminated hand-carved marble orbs set in flowing steel forms. It reflects on humanity's shared origins in stardust and the deep cultural influence of the night sky, evoking a sense of universal connection. It's solar powered and subtly lit, and it requires an open southern exposure. It offers a gentle earth-friendly glow without contributing to light pollution. These are its dimensions and its weight. Approximately more than 10 feet in height, 76 inches wide, 24 inches depth. It would weigh 450 pounds. This is the artist's budget. And here are examples of Michael's previous artworks. And this is Nebula. So again, here are our 5 finalists, and we have 2 alternates as well. And we are seeking a motion to approve. finalists for the 2026-2027 Multicultural County Park Sculpture Exhibition.
I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Claire?
Yes, can you hear me? I said aye.
Thank you. I believe my motion carries in all order.
How many
Anybody wanna-
There were 29.
29.
Yeah, that's great. Anybody want to have any discussion
I
about this?
think we need a motion to approve the alternates, right?
I think it was just a motion to
No, just,
everything.
okay, everything? Are we good?
I mean, do we need to restate it? Yeah, we need to.
Well, how is the motion structured?
Yes, let's do the alternates as well, because if one of the finalists falls through, then I need.
Okay, well, I think it was, okay, let's just do it to be official. So let's make a motion to approve the 5 proposals and the 2 alternates recommended by the project selection panel.
Oh, move. I move.
We're on our game.
It has been a long day. I move to approve the 5 selected artists and the 2 panelists.
And I second.
2 alternates. What? I know how to language, I swear.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I mean, never mind what I
Well, yeah, that's, I second your motion. All in favor?
Aye.
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 And I believe we have for item G2, a BIA grant applicant approved.
Yes, Corey. We have
I've got a few things for you today.
Dixon Jones is on this call. He submitted his BIA grant application for a community garden and greenhouse. And one of the questions that the commission had for him was how was it going to be publicly accessible?
Mhm.
And so he's since received a letter from the property owner that grants 24-hour access to the site.
And do we have an address?
Yes, we do have an address.
Great.
This is that property permission letter.
I can find a one sound same, right?
And I think we've all reviewed the letter and stuff. Do you need anything? Is there more to the presentation?
No more to the presentation. We're just seeking a motion to approve this.
Would anybody like to make a motion to approve the BIA grant for Jason Jones?
So moved.
Any second? Okay, is there any discussion?
Did we get photos? I thought we had requested photos.
Yeah, we had, yes, you did receive photos. I apologize, they're not part of this presentation.
I do have Google Street View.
There we go.
It's basically where we thought it was.
All in favor?
I,
Aye.
Aye.
And then we have Manny here to give his presentation for his BIA grant for the Downtown Flagstaff Foundation Aspen Avenue Traffic Signal Cabinets. And then he's also representing the Downtown Business Alliance for their BIA grant as well. So Manny, do you want to come up here and present?
Sure. Good to see you all again. See you all again soon as well. So I'll start off for the Downtown Flagstaff Foundation. I presented a couple months ago for some traffic signal wraps. We received over 30 responses and we held a selection panel with our staff as well as Kristen. So thank you very much for your time. We go ahead and move to the first one.
I can do that. You also have
Oh, look at that. Thank you very much. Oh, And one other thing is that hopefully, if these are approved, then they will be installed. So here's the first one. This one is for Aspen and Beaver. These are the traffic signal boxes, or smaller green boxes that are on traffic signals. This one is from Nicholas Arbogast. If you go ahead and look at it. We really love this one because it's very all-encompassing of a lot of the things that downtown Flagstaff is known for, and it's on a street that welcomes people into the heart of downtown. I'll go ahead and move on to the next one. And this one is for Aspen and LaRue. And it's by Katie Vernon. There's a lot to look at, a lot of images, so I'll give you a moment to look those over. And Katie is local here to Flagstaff as well. And then moving on to the last one. Last box is Aspen and San Francisco. And this is by Robert Panzer, who is an artist down in the valley as well, so local Arizona. See, this one really celebrates the outdoor nature of Flagstaff without being too focused on, peaks. So one thing you'll notice through all three of these, I'll go back through them really quickly, is that they all use the same color palette. That was not a requirement of our artists, but it was a suggestion. One thing we thought would look great is as you walk down Aspen to be able for them to be cohesive and go together. So that's why I gave some special consideration to the artists who used this color palette. And this is the color palette that we use through all of our downtown Flagstaff marketing as well. So, and that's not changing anytime soon. So that's it for that presentation for the traffic signals.
Anybody want to have any discussion? Great, I think they look really nice.
Yeah.
Particularly pleased that with the Katie Vernon box. What I really like about it is it does not feel like advertising.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me is a powerful thing in a space like that. So, okay. Would anybody like to make a motion to approve the BIA grant for downtown Flagstaff?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Well, thank you all. We will be seeing them by the 15th. They will be used.
I like that she's got a healer in there. That's a very specific dog.
I like the rainbow.
Just you.
You.
Annalisa, can we open up the next PowerPoint for me, please? Thank you.
Can I ask, what's the 1928 referencing? It's not our incorporation date.
You know what, let's go back.
It's not important to the thing while we were switching, I was gonna ask.
I was wondering about that.
It says incorporated 1928, which is not the year Flagstaff was incorporated, so I was curious what it was.
See.
Let's say I didn't know.
I actually don't know, but I can reach out to the artist quickly. And he's very
Seems like a
responsive.
curious thing. Because
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that I didn't catch it, but it can be changed.
I found it.
What's the question?
The incorporated 1928. So Flagstaff was incorporated as a town in 1894. It was incorporated as a city in 1928.
And there you go. Well, thank you so much. Learning new stuff every day. Well, I love it.
Thank you very much for looking that up.
Anything for you. Within reason, since this is on public record.
All right, and then my next one is for the Downtown Business Alliance. So I am on staff of both organizations. And this one is for a mural on the backside of the Brightside Bookshop. We had a selection panel between our staff as well as the owners of the business of Brightside, as well as the owners of the building as well, to make sure we have everyone's approval. And this is what we selected. The muralist is Joel Geist. And I'll let you go ahead and take a look. With approval, we would hope that this would be started by the end of the month.
I just wanted to share, I had my doubts about the value of this particular space for a BIA grant. This is very cool.
It's really, really cool.
This
Yeah.
will actually make that space a little bit of a destination. And I spent some time with it the other day while I was doing the public art tours, and it's like, okay, yeah, I could use a little cleanup, but
It needs
that's
some
very
love.
special. So
Yeah.
that's a neat addition to the space. That'll get people to move around back there a little bit more. So thank you. I would like to make a motion to approve the recommended proposal for rural BIA grant.
Second.
Great, all in favor?
Aye.
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 That's all I have.
Motion carries.
He's submitting another grant next week, so you'll see me soon. Thanks, Meg. Yeah.
Thank you. That one looks great.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And then we're moving on to item H, commission meetings. We apparently are going to have a conversation about best practices and adherence to requirements for anything above.
Yeah, so thank you, Chair McCord. Annalisa and I both attended a city clerk's office meeting about best practices, making sure that we were, conducting our processes the best way possible. And we did actually learn of a few things that we did not know. So one thing about an abstention vote came up. So we have had commissioners abstain, when they weren't present about the minutes. And those sorts of abstentions actually are just yes votes. They are legally yes votes. A commissioner who abstains for that reason is actually voting yes. So it really actually isn't a valid abstention vote. So we should probably discontinue that practice. Commissioners have the chance to review the minutes and watch the recording of the meeting, and therefore they can clearly, vote on whether to accept the minutes or not. But if you are abstaining for a conflict of interest, which we have had on a few occasions, and actually then we've had the commissioner remove themselves actually from the table. We make them sit on the back bench so they're not actually part of the commission for that vote. That is still a valid abstention vote. And the only valid abstentions that can really be cast is for conflicts of interest or appearance of conflicts of interest. And I think that we've followed pretty faithfully on that so that there's nothing that needs to be done. You'll also note that, we use this, events and announcements, and they are agendized. You'll notice that this time when somebody didn't respond to me, if they had one, I actually removed that person from the announcements, because I think we've gotten a habit of going around and saying, does anybody else have any other announcements? And if somebody comments on it, then we're kind of in violation of open meeting law. So if you don't respond to me that you have an announcement that you want, then I'm not going to put it in the agenda. However, you too can use the public comment. If something comes up late, by 3 p.m. of the commission meeting, you can come in and say something. Nobody can respond to you, but you can come in and say something. So wanted to make everybody aware on this commission that they can use that tool. If, the agenda's gone out, the 24-hour, 24-hour business day prior to the commission meeting has passed, you can still use that public discussion. There's a few other tweaks that, we may, announce as we're, going along. Annalisa and I have, like I said, a few things that we learned, but those were the main things I wanted to let you know about immediately. But we're in pretty good shape.
Awesome. I learned some things. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions?
It'd be great if we could get the more you know star.
Yeah.
And on that, item I, do we have any requests for future agenda items? Okay, and item J, time and date for upcoming meeting. The BPAC October meeting is a retreat, and that is on Friday, October 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m. So that'll be the actual meeting and then.
Yeah, there'll actually be two meetings. We'll have the regular meeting for 1 hour, and then we will reconvene for the retreat.
Thank you for the clarification, Shannon. And then item K, we are adjourned.
Wow.
That was a fast one.
That's it.
Thank you.